warm welcome to ExpertsConnect, and I'm your host, Kadian Davis Owusu. Today, we're privileged to have an Associate Clinical Psychologist and my longtime friend, Miss Marsha Gooden. And our discussion topic today is about mental health. Hi, Marsha. How are you doing?
Hi, Katie, and I'm doing well so far. Thank you so much for this opportunity. It's such a timely topic for us to be discussing mental health today.
It is. So tell me more about yourself today, Marsha.
Well, I have been working as an associate clinical psychologist for over 10 years now. Most of my work has actually been with children and families, where I've done psychotherapy and several psychoeducational assessments as well. Currently, I actually lecture with a local university where we train upcoming psychologists and social workers and just promote mental wellness in general in the student population.
Great. And by local university, you're talking about Jamaica, right?
Yes, Northern Caribbean University, Jamaica.
Okay, great. So, Marsha, mental health seems to be a buzzword, especially in this season. So many things happening in this very catastrophic year called 2020. Can you tell us what exactly is mental health?
So, according to the World Health Organization, health is really referring to our sense of wellness, not just physically, but also mentally, socially, and in other aspects. It's not just the absence of being ill, but it's just about our entire feeling of being well. So, when we talk about health, we're really talking about how we are in different aspects, and then mental health specifically is really referring to how it is that we're navigating our feelings, our thoughts, our behaviors. How stable are we in terms of how we are perceiving our environment? So anything like that. So in terms of me even coming onto this program, just know, am I feeling anxious about it? How well am I able to deal with this quote unquote stress of being here? Those are the sorts of issues that we're referring to when we speak about mental health.
Wow, that's eye-opening. So tell me something more about what are the common mental illnesses that you have identified in your practice?
Okay, all right. So there are several mental illnesses, and we do refer to the Diagnostic and Statistical Manual of Mental Illnesses, the DSM-5. That's the fifth edition, which is in now. So that reference manual basically describes a myriad of mental illnesses. So we're talking about things like major depressive disorder. We're talking about anxiety disorders, post-traumatic stress disorders. So even now in this time, persons may be going through a lot of stress based on job losses, based on the loss of others. So persons may be feeling anxious. So we're talking about excessive worrying, feeling more tense than we would usually feel. So at times, anxiety can also be pronounced in our bodies physically. So we may have heart palpitations, we may experience shortness of breath. So those are some symptoms of anxiety disorders. Specifically too, you may also have persons who are feeling traumatized, internationally. There are several traumatic events that are influencing groups of people, whether it is bombs or it's shootings or a myriad of things. So a lot of us may be walking around with trauma and we don't know. So another disorder that we tend to refer to is post-traumatic stress disorder. So sometimes persons may go through a really life-threatening experience. And even if someone doesn't go through it directly, if someone even observes someone else going through a traumatic experience, that person could be vicariously traumatized and then re-experiencing, having certain things like nightmares or flashbacks, avoiding certain areas, not wanting to go places that would remind you of the traumatic event. So there are so many mental illnesses. Depression is another popular one. I mean, everybody gets sad, Katie. Everybody gets sad from time to time. You may lose some money, lose a job. But there may be times when we experience excessive sadness, that we're not able to enjoy life the way that we would. We're not able to eat as we would. Maybe we're eating more or we're eating less. Maybe we're sleeping more or we're sleeping less. So we're really looking for those significant changes. And someone may be suffering from depression, they also have more thoughts of death. Yeah. So it's a whole range of challenges. Something else as well, because a lot of times we think that our children don't even experience, mental health challenges.
Yeah.
And it is definitely something that we do have to be aware of, even when we look at kids who may have issues controlling their behaviors, controlling their impulses. So we're even thinking about things like conduct problems, maybe fighting more than usual, stealing things, not showing remorse for persons when it is you may have hurt their feelings.
Yeah.
All of those little issues will make us definitely more concerned and want to do some form of intervention. So it ranges. It really does range.